Pro-choice. What is it? What does it mean? Pro-choice means that an abortion should be privately decided between a woman and her doctor. Um, I firmly believe that being pro-choice, that should be encouraged, as well as states providing services for women who seek to have an abortion. Let me tell you a quick story about a friend of mine that went out with a couple of her friends, and one thing led to another. She had too much to drink. She woke up the next morning realizing that she had been raped by multiple men, and a couple weeks later found out that she was pregnant. And she also lived in a state to where abortion was really looked down upon and had a lot of laws restricting abortion. Well, in her case, I really firmly believe that a woman should have the choice, especially in her case, because she didn't want to keep the baby, and being responsible. A lot of people will argue that if a woman is having sex, that they should be able to be responsible enough to deal with the consequences. Well, it's really based on a person's their opinion, because when you look at it, if a woman is responsible enough to realize that she cannot take care of her child, financially provide for her, and give her the support that a mother normally would, then to me that's thinking responsibly. On average, according to the U.S. Department of Justice National Crime, a survey was conducted, and it was found out that an average of 293,066 victims aged 12 years or older are raped and sexually assaulted each year. On average, pretty much saying that a woman is assaulted every 107 seconds. So to me, these people should have the option to have an abortion if they wanted to. Not only that, but according to the CDC, abortions typically happen. There are 1.3 million abortions that happen each year. So a lot of people will argue that, well, there's other options to instead of having an abortion, they can have the baby adopted. Well, in this case, I would say that having a baby and having it adopted, being put in a foster care system, when a lot of people already argue that our foster care system is very overpopulated and overcrowded. They're already struggling because they don't have the amount of resources that they need to provide for the 500,000 members currently that are in the foster care system. So how would they account for an additional 1.3 million children being born each year? I mean, would we have enough funds for that? I don't think. From an economic standpoint, I feel that being pro-choice and having the option to abort children is a responsible way of looking at things. Not only that, is a lot of other states really restrict abortion, and they really look down on pro-choice. Well, in the 1920s, prohibition, banning liquor, forced a lot of people to really seek out more toxic and harmful liquors that were just made in someone's backyard. Well, the same thing can happen if abortion was illegalized. Women will seek these harmful and unsanitary conditions, and which could possibly kill them. So by having the state provide services for women, not only will they be able to be more educated about the process, but as well as be safer and keep women in better condition. That's why I firmly believe in pro-choice, and that having an abortion should be an option, and that states should give those services and provide educational training for women who seek and want to have an abortion. Thank you.